Are you stupid or something? You probably are, and buddy, that's alright. You're in the right place to learn some stuff, so stick around and you just might. My name is Notme, and I'll be asking some Q's, and at the end you'll be riddled with A's. You might score real high, but even if not, you'll sure be glad you played. If you're looking for prizes, just move along, there's no money for you to earn. You win by trying and doing your best, your prize is the stuff you learn. If you want to be an artist, you have to know all you can about the world of art. So engage with this quiz and at the end you'll say, I am smart. Doing your best, your prize is the stuff you learn.
I am not me. Good God, I am not me. I am art, and I am your host. For I am smart. The quiz where people compete for the right to say, yeah, I am smart. By engaging with this quiz, you're accepting that you don't know everything, and that's fine, baby. That's absolutely fine. Nobody does. For instance, why do fans make the air cold when surely it's just the same air that was there before but sped up a little bit? I don't know. If you're anything like me, you don't know everything because you spend less time thinking and more time feeling, yeah? For instance, I feel like the fan thing is something to do with 5G, which makes me excited for download speeds and terrified of autism. Maybe not, but that's just how I feel, so I can't be wrong, yeah? The format of the quiz, very, very simple. Very simple indeed. 5 rounds, 5 questions, 5 musings. It's 30 points overall. All you'll need for this quiz is something to write with. That's what you'll write the answers with. And something to write the answers on. It could be your phone. It could be a pen and paper. It could be retro. I'm going with a Palm Pilot. Did you have one? I didn't. I wasn't organised enough. It's not really my vibe. You'll also need a brain for thinking and an imaginosphere for imagining, because they will both be tested in this quiz. Optional is a beverage for toasting. I always like to start with a little toast, you know? Brings the group together before our mental exertions. A little bit of unity never goes amiss. I hope you've all got your beverages at the ready so you can join me in this toast. Here we go. To me, to you, to those whose favourite cheese is blue. I think you're out of your mind, personally. It makes it taste worse and look like old people's legs. But if you didn't like it, the blue cheese farmers would go out of business. So thanks for making the sacrifice. Cheers. Oh, let's double dip. Double dip with that first sip. Double dip with the sip. How are we doing, guys? How are we all doing? I think we're probably doing pretty well, right? I think we're probably doing pretty well indeed. How are we doing? Hello, your girl Sarah Kilch. How are you? Hello, Killer Kilch. Let's do this indeed. TB Douglas, how are you? Zachalicious, you're late. You're not late, baby. You're right on time. You missed a little bit of the intro, but as a seasoned person who does this quiz, you know the deal. You know the deal. You're already ahead of the game, dude. It's fine. Bam, bam, roll. Cheers. Hello to you all. Hey, oh, absolutely. 5G is the devil. It is the devil, isn't it? The devil of just getting those high quality download speeds. This week we're going to do. This is going to be real quick, guys. I'll be honest with you. It's something that I've been thinking about over the last couple of weeks. That, for me at least, the most interesting section of this is the answers. So I'm really going to try and rattle through these questions AQAP as quickly as possible. If at any point you miss a question or you'd like me to go back, you just drop that in the comments, yeah? Whether you're watching on Twitch or on YouTube. Is anyone watching on YouTube? No. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. There never is. There never, ever is. So yeah, we're just going to rattle through the questions here, and it's going to be great. It's going to be great. Do you want that first round? Oh, look who I'm asking. Of course you do, you cheeky scamps. Yay or nay? Yay or a nay? In order to be a great artist, you must discern the lies from the truth, yeah? I'm going to give you 5 statements, but do you believe them? If you do, you write yay on your piece of paper or your Palm Pilot or your phone. If you don't, you write nay. It really is that simple, yeah? And as ever, this round's subject is chosen by the winner of last week's quiz. Last week it was your girl Sarah Kilch who got the highest score and chose, of course, we all remember, and it's also the name of the stream that you clicked on, mushrooms. Mushrooms, the popular fruiting body of fungus. And I changed it a little bit to make it more artful, so the questions will all be on mushrooms within popular culture. And I'll be honest with you, something that surprised me, the majority is video games. Video games love a mushroom, apparently. All the questions are 50-50 choice, so you have a 1 in 32 chance of getting them all right without even trying. So it's going to work out pretty well for everybody. Oh, there's a little mushroom emoji. Cute. Let's get on with that first question, or first statement rather. And this one is about a video game very popular at the moment. I haven't played it, but very popular at the moment, called Animal Crossing, the newest one. Famous mushrooms in Animal Crossing cost 10,000 bells. Does 10,000 sound about right? 10,000 sound about right for a famous mushroom? Your girl Sarah Kiltridge is ready to level up. Absolutely. Absolutely. Get the high score. But no cheating. Although, of course, in this quiz, there is no mechanic to prevent you from cheating. It is entirely down to your own conscience. How many are we buying? Just a single one. Single famous mushroom. A single famous mushroom. I mean, it's how much they cost. It's how much, obviously, you will find the mushroom, how much you will sell it for. So how much it costs whatever the small animal is that's buying it from you. Okay? 10,000? More? Less? That's for you to decide. Statement 2. In Knocked Up, which is an R-rated film. I hope that doesn't alienate too many of you. Ben and Pete take hallucinogenic mushrooms in Las Vegas whilst watching magicians Penn and Teller. And they don't have a great time, which I think acts as another great lesson. Were more lessons needed? That crazy drugs? Yeah, not necessary. Life is crazy enough, right, guys? Life is crazy enough. In Knocked Up, Ben and Pete, which are the characters played by Seth Rogen and Paul Rudd, take hallucinogenic mushrooms in Las Vegas whilst watching magicians Penn and Teller. Statement 3. The main 3 types, another video game, main 3 types of fungus-infected monsters. Yeah, it's a mushroom-related bad guy here in The Last of Us, which is a game that I have played and completed, no big deal, are nicknamed crawlers, leapers, and screamers. Crawlers, leapers, and screamers. Are there some that crawl, and some that leap, and some that scream? I'm not going to tell you just yet. You're going to have to go through the whole rest of the quiz, probably find out, if previous episodes are anything to go by. Just shy of 7 o'clock, you'll find that out. But have a guess now. Have a guess now. Moving away from video games to number 4, that game scares me. It was very scary, I had to say. I had to watch it with all the lights on and a separate light, a separate angle poised lamp pointed at the screen, which made it slightly harder to see, but at least I felt more comfortable. The sound was turned down. I would generally listen to a little bit of folk music in the background just to kind of mellow me out. That's not what we're talking about here, but that's fine. That's fine. I just wanted to give you guys a little insight. Statement 4. In Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, it's a book, literature. Alice is able to utilize a mushroom to increase her size. Do you believe that? Do you believe that statement here? Is that a yay or a nay? Are you enjoying this cooler weather, says Killer Kilt? Yeah, I am really enjoying this cooler weather, and I'll tell you for why after I take a little sip. I am not feeling disgustingly uncomfortable wearing the traditional official game show blazer. Yeah, prior weeks have been pretty difficult with the blazer, wearing it. It had to be taken off pretty quickly, but I like to think that God is rewarding me for doing such a great job with the quiz over the previous 8 weeks, saying, hey, have a cool Thursday so you can wear that blazer for a little bit longer. I'm sure I will take it off at some point. I do have hyperhidrosis, of course. Let's not forget my disability. But yeah, I'm able to wear it a little bit more. Thanks so much for the question. Game show blazer, absolutely. Zachalicious, when I eat them, I definitely feel a different size. Yeah, bloating. Bloating is bad. And back to the video games for the last one. In the Mario video game series, one of Mario's comrades is a member of the toad species. Do you believe that? A member of the toad species? Really? A species called toad? Really? That's for me to know and you to, work out, guess, know at some point. And there you go. That's your final statement. That's your final statement. But of course, with every round we have, you've got your 5 questions, but you've also got a musing. The musing for this week's yay or nay. In an ideal world, if you took hallucinogenic mushrooms, what would you experience? Obviously, this isn't an ideal world. So when you take hallucinogenic mushrooms, you have no idea what you're going to experience. So I've heard. Sounds like a nightmare. But if you could control what you would experience, and bear in mind, this is essentially what is an experience that you would like to have that potentially isn't even possible in real life, what would it be? What would it be? It doesn't need to make that much sense, but you just need to feel it. Feel it in here, yeah? Just write that one down for me. I'm very interested in hearing what you come up with. Here we go. Here we go. And that's the end of that first round. Gosh, we've got through it already. Yeah, we are smashing through it. Yeah, we are smashing through it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's add in a little... a little transition to get to that proper transition vibe. That's what we were looking for. That's what we're looking for. Transitions. Here we go. Yes. Yes. 1,000 milliseconds. Yes. And then we add it in up here. Yes. Let's do it. Celebrikitties. Celebrikitties. Are you serious, not me? Yeah. There's a heart attack, baby. Put this on. Look at that. Yeah, so what is Celebrikitties? Basically, I am going to show you 5 photos of celebrities when they were much younger than they are today, when they were kiddies. Yeah? You just need to tell me who they are. It's that simple, guys. It's that simple. That's all we're doing here. And I will be honest with you. You should be racking up the points for this one because this is pretty flippin' easy this round. But it's fun. Easy but fun. Okay? Number 1. Who's that? Who's that? Who's this little youngster? This little youngster with that haircut. Who is it? Look at that expression. She knows something and she's not telling. Number 2. Who's that? Who's this little chappy? Little cheeky chappy? Who is it? Black and white. Gosh. 1500s much? Who's this fella? That's all you get. You know it or you don't, I think. Number 3. Who's that guy? He's happy. He's happy. He's happy in a way that I think the photographer, probably a professional, knows what he's doing around kids. Probably made some kind of funny noise. That's what that expression says to me. Some kind of funny noise. Maybe a fart sound or something like that. And he's thought, gosh, you've got me. You've got me. Number 4. Who's that? I mean, I'm thinking these are pretty easy. Are people thinking these are pretty easy? I'm thinking these are pretty easy. There are some when they're like actual babies, and I just thought, that's impossible. A baby looks like a baby, okay? T.B. Douglas, no, not thinking they're easy. Right, okay, that's good. Maybe I'm just really clever then. And number 5, there's number 5. You say, tough-ish, not at all. Okay, gosh. Does anyone want to see any of the 5 again? You just let me know. Hard, Sarah Kilch, hard. Well, I'm pleased. I like, you know me, guys. I like a lot of intellectual rigor in my quizzes. 1. You want 1 again? First one. Okay. Who's that? Who is that? And more importantly, who did that haircut? Because that is, I believe the kids would refer to it today as fire. That haircut is fire. Well done. She is cute, isn't she? She's a little cutie pie. Not a great deal of eyebrows, but you know, kids. Anybody else for anybody else? Are we happy? We can move on. I'm just going to do them all again quickly. That's number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. There we go. And the musing. If you had to be frozen at any age, what age would you be frozen at? Where are we going back to? Where are we going back to in your life? And why? I mean, maybe it's frozen. Maybe it's just, you know, in terms of an era for you that you would love to go back to. And hey, feel free to get deep, guys. Feel free to get real deep with this one. But you don't have to. It can just be flippant as well. It can just be nice little bit of fun. Nice little bit of fun. Gosh, and there's round 2 done. It's not even 25 past. Gosh. Efficient much? Yeah, you know I am. You know I am. Efficiency. Look closer. As an artiste, you need to keep your eyes open, yeah? There is inspiration flying at you at all times. How are you going to feel if a spellbinding idea just passed you by and you didn't even realise because you were too busy daydreaming about the sound of a Pringles can when you drop it on a hard surface? Really annoyed. That's how, okay? So I'm about to show you some incredible art. Incredible art. It's one of my past videos. And when I do, I want you to look close, yeah? There's going to be questions on it afterwards. This, inspired a little bit by This Week on the Most Week show, my other show on Sunday mornings. Or not this week, but next week, actually. We're going to be doing an Acolyte Poetry Corner, a poetry competition of sorts, a poetry recital, about star signs. So I had star signs on the brain, and I thought, well, we're currently in the star sign of Leo, so let's do a Leo-based video. And I think you're really going to enjoy it. But try not to just kind of get drawn in too much by how charismatic I am, but really try and listen, yeah? Good luck, guys.
I am not me. I am art, and I am reading the stars like a hilarious message scrawled into the dirt on the back of a vehicle that makes reference to how dirty the vehicle is, with a chuckle. This month, the sun is moving into the realm of Leo, so all of you Leotards, prick up your ears. I'm about to give you a reading that'll put some gunpowder in your 16th century Hungarian musket. Let's get naked.
Bad news, guys. Thanks to Mercury, bloody Mercury. You're going to have a tough time of it this month. Now, unusually for me, I can't be more specific than that. Could be a build-up of lots of little things. Stub toe, girl you normally flirt with at McDonald's has gone home for the summer, French onion dip has gone off, etc. Or it could be one large thing, like a stabbing. Point is, you'll get through it. Thanks to your friends. The people who care for you. The people who love you. Lean on your friends. They won't let you down. Your friends will help you get through this. And pie. Also, your friends and pie will help you get through this. Also, added bonus, when you order something online this month, due to a clerical error on their part, i.e. not your fault, you'll get sent 2 of them by mistake. Now, the temptation will be to keep both. My advice, re-gift. The feeling of not having to buy somebody a present who you would ordinarily be buying a present for, whew, it's unreal. To sum it all up, your lucky number this month is 84. Your lucky artiste is shouty comedian and tremendous actor, as long as he's playing an Aziz Ansari type role. Aziz Ansari. And your lucky beverage is a glass of pina colada. The little slice of pineapple on the rim isn't essential, but it is a lot of fun. Leo, that's your month. Get out there, you little bugger, and live it.
If you have any issues with your reading, please listen to me when I say I'm in no way responsible for the content. It's not like I'm making this stuff up, guys. Come on.
Now you've finished.
There we go. What a powerful, powerful video. I should have given you a trigger warning because I was naked there. But, you know, sometimes it's fun to, you know, feel triggering things without even expecting them, you know? I don't know. That's one man's take. That's one man's take. T.B. Douglas was triggered. Apologies. Killer Kilch, wow, to be a Leo. Well, there are 12 of them. There's one of them for every single star sign out there. And I think I probably will use them over the course of the following year, doing these quizzes, 1 a month. So whatever star sign you are, Killer Kilch, we'll get to you. Sounds like a great month. It's going to be a great month, Bam Bam Roll. Absolutely. It's going to be a great month. Using all your, you know, all the fun stuff. Just rely on your friends and eat lots of pie. I mean, that's a heck of a month ahead of you. Anyway, let's get some questions. Before you forget it all, you silly scamps. Question 1. What does Notme refer to people born under the Leo constellation as? I'm including you in this, Bam Bam Roll. What did Notme call you? That's it. That's all the time you get. Question 2. Notme mentions the 16th century musket at one point. But where is it from? What country is that 16th century musket from? There was no musket present, but, you know, it was spoken of in a, you know, let's say metaphor. That's all you get, guys. That's all you get. Question 3. Notme mentions a girl that somebody flirts with. There's no specificity given as to who flirts. But where does she work? Where does that girl work? You don't need therapy just because you saw me naked. You couldn't see any of my bits. There was no beans in the video. Okay, so let's not blow things out of proportion, guys. Come on. Let's just try. It's a human body. Okay, let's try and have some perspective, huh? Gosh. Make a chap paranoid, you will. You'll make a chap paranoid. Where does that girl work, though, that was mentioned as flirting? Physical therapy. I mean, you know, if you want to. There's no law against it. Question 4. What does Notme recommend doing with your extra online purchase? You're going to be sent something else. You're going to be sent a multiple. Double bubble. But what are you going to do with that second one? Yeah? That'll do. That's all you get. We're barreling through these guys. Question 5. What is Leo's lucky number this month? That's an easy one, I think. But then I thought the celebrity kitties were easy as well. So, what do I know? My scale is clearly not the scale of most people. As if we didn't know that already. Lovely water. Gotta have 8 glugs a day, guys. Let's not forget that. We're going to go on to the musing, but if there are any questions that anybody wants repeated, please feel free to point them out in the chat. But our musing, for the look close round, Leo is the lion sign. What's your favourite thing about a lion? What's your favourite thing about a lion? What is your favourite lion thing? Killer Kilch is all good. All over it, I imagine, Killer. I imagine you were all over that round. What's your favourite thing about a lion? Or lion-related thing? Let's open it up a little bit. What's your favourite thing about a lion? Or what is your favourite lion-related thing? Let's keep it fresh. Let's keep it loose. Let's not be beholden to what's written up there, yeah? That was written, hours ago. It was a different world back then. Very much enjoyed it. Thought you would. You and everybody else, okay? We've got a 4th round coming up, and you know what that 4th round is, don't you? Say it. Whisper it to me. Yeah, that's right. Artiste Spotlight. That's right. Game recognizes game, guys. As an artiste, I have to be willing to shine a light on the work of other artists and be nice about it. Okay, so that way, if they want to be polite, they have to say nice things about your art. Yeah? Circle of life. This week, the spotlight falls on... Oh, we're going classical. Gosh, we're classing this joint up a touch. Yeah? Charlie D., the Dick Man, Charles Dickens. Here we go. Classical. Hey, Peppersaw, how you doing? Yeah, classical. Charles Dickens. Okay? Charles Dickens. The Dick Man. Absolutely. Question 1. Nice, easy one. Just to ease you in. Just to get your feet under the table. What's the name of the main character in A Christmas Carol, which is a book that was written by Charles Dickens before it was made into a film. It was not a novelization of the film, starring Jim Carrey or Henry Winkler, I think, was in one of them, or Michael Caine, of course, with the Muppets. It was a book, and so what's the name? Kermit. Killer. I hope that was with a knowing look, with a little cheeky wink. Oh, I don't know, maybe Kermit. Because if you actually think that, then that's, fine, I guess, but read a book. Come on, guys. Question 2, a little bit trickier, but not too tricky. What outfit does Miss Havisham famously wear in the novel Great Expectations? It's been adapted into many TV shows and movies. Many of them. So you should really know. It's I would argue, it's one of the most famous costumes in all of literature. One man's take. What is that emoji? Is that emoji person holding a wrench? What is that? I don't know. I like it, though. I like it. Nice rosy cheeks. Probably had a couple to drink. Really just getting loose into it. Question 3. This one's a bit of a conceptual one, guys. Lateral thinking. So really wrap your imaginospheres a little bit around this as well as your brains. This might be a double header. The average reader can finish a Dickens novel far quicker today than they could when they were first published. But why? Why? And this is obviously in general. Somebody might be a better reader today than a particular reader back in Dickens' time, the Dickensian era. But in general, the average reader can finish a Dickens novel far quicker today than they could when they were first published. But why? When they were... Okay, so just to make it a little easier, the key words, I believe, and my finger's going to get cut off. There it is. But the key words are finish and first published. That's what we're dealing with here. I'm going to give you a couple of moments of that. I'm being a tool. I see, Killer Kilch. That is very clever. I like that. I like that a lot. It's a thinker. You're presented with the art. You think, I don't really know what's going on with this art. Then someone explains the art to you. Then everyone's on the same page. That's what I like. That's what I like. It was that same thing when I watched Donnie Darko. What is this? Oh, it's about Patrick Swayze. The average reader can finish a Dickens novel far quicker today than they could when they were first published. Why? Because of Cliff Notes, Peppersaw. That is a, yeah, but then they're not technically finishing that novel, are they? That's how I would counteract that. They're not technically finishing that novel. They're just becoming aware in general of we're talking about reading a whole book here. Oh, don't tell me, teacher. I'm not your teacher, man. I'm not your teacher. Yeah. I'm your guide. I'm your guru. But I'm no teacher. I'm no teacher. I couldn't do with the lack of flexibility with the hours. Question 4. Within 5 years, how old was Charles Dickens when he died? When he perished? What have you got? What have you got for this one, guys? What are you doing? Within 5 years. I'll give you 5 years either side, okay? So you can be 5 years below or 5 years above. Will I do that? Yeah, because otherwise 5 years is difficult. Otherwise you're going to have to split this at 2.5 years up, 2.5 years down. That's never going to work. That's never going to work. Leave them kids alone. I had not read about that allegation for Charles Dickens. If that's true, I apologise for making a whole round on him if he was the type that needed to leave kids alone. Let's just rush through the last bit and we'll do what we can. We'll try and just forget that this ever happened. 5th one, I think is my favourite. It might be my favourite question of the entire quiz. It's coming at you. Which of these is not the name of a Charles Dickens character? Charles Dickens is very famous for his character names, his wonderful character name. We've got Cornelia Blimber, Charity Pecksniff, Luke Honeythunder, Milburn Pennybags, Wackford Squeers Jr. Son of course, Wackford Squeers. So who is... which one of these isn't a Dickens character? Which means 4 of them are. 1 of them, no. You just gotta wheedle out the imposter, yeah? Wheedle out that imposter. Cornelia Blimber, which has a lovely mouth feel when you say it. I would advise saying it out loud wherever you're watching this at home. Cornelia Blimber. Charity Pecksniff, Luke Honeythunder, Milburn Pennybags, or Wackford Squeers Jr. the second. Ooh, do you hear that? Getting hungry. Gosh, it's just over supper time, isn't it? And let's get to that musing. What is your Dickensian name? If you had to adapt your name into a Dickensian name, what would it be? Or if you had to just give yourself an entirely new Dickensian name, just make up a Dickensian name. And here's your inspirations again. Oh, here's your inspirations again. Cornelia Blimber, Charity Pecksniff. That tends to be more of it's something and then it's like a 2-part last name. Luke Honeythunder, Milburn Pennybags. Wackford Squeers is not so much, but do you know what I mean? So what is your Dickensian name? Get it down. I can't wait to find out. All so silly. They are silly, aren't they? But sometimes it's fun to be silly with names. You know? I would rather a charity Pecksniff than a... Henry Jones. Like, come on. Just make his actual first name Indiana, okay? Henry Jones. Who's following that guy? Nobody. Except the girl that fancies him in his class, I suppose. Just call him Indiana. I don't know what... Anyway, that's apparently a triggering thing for me. We got one more round, guys. And I know that Bam Bam Roll was a little quick off the mark here with this one. It wasn't then, but it is now. I wouldn't have enjoyed Death of a Salesman anywhere near as much had Arthur Miller not been so knowledgeable about oranges. Artists need to know about the world around them, not just art, okay? And so I present this round about not art, nart. 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 Okay, but what particular form is this nart round taking? What is this on? Barbecue food. Now, I understand that some people may consider barbecue food to be art, and that's fine. But at the end of the day, at its core, it's just food, okay? It's just something that you eat to help you not die. So it technically fits in this, although, you know, I understand that it's a little bit of a judgment call. But I've made the judgment. It's my quiz. And so this round is about barbecue food, okay? Question the first. Nice and easy, straight off. What temperature should chicken be cooked to in order to prevent food poisoning? And I'll go for, you know, within 10. Within 5, either side. And that's C or F. So a little incentive to go for C there. But yeah, what temperature should chicken be cooked to in order to prevent food poisoning? Girl Sarah Kilch. America, pig. There we go. I mean, if you're looking for a barbecue emoji, just combine the two. An American pig is a pig that is dead, has been warmed slowly for 5 hours and slathered with sauce. That's American. What temperature should chicken be cooked to in order to prevent food poisoning? We don't want food poisoning. We are an anti-food poisoning show here, just in case anybody was worried about that. Question 2. Satay sauce most commonly has what main ingredient? American is more like 24. Really, Pepper Saw? Maybe it is art. Gosh, 24 hours. And it doesn't burn? That's wonderful. Love. Yeah, that is love. 24 hours of love. Pumped into a pig. Been pumping a pig with love for 24 hours. Oh, those juices are just going to taste. Getting hungry again. It is supper time. This is a bad idea doing this on about barbecue food because I am just getting pretty peckish here, guys. Satay sauce most commonly has what main ingredient? Yeah, that's right. Barbecue. The idea of barbecuing, not just American, guys. Not just American. It's, you know, wherever that's from as well. And also, which East Asian country is known for cooking their barbecue on grills built in to the dining table themselves? That does still say question 1, but that's not right. There we go. Which East Asian country is known for cooking their barbecue on grills built into the dining table itself? Which is wonderful, but it does mean that if you're not in the mood for barbecue, you've got this middle table bit that's, you know, just taking up space. Someone says, hey, can you pass the salad? You're like, well, there's a grill in the middle of it. It's not a perfect system. That's why the rest of the world hasn't adopted it yet, but they're really onto something. Question 4. Which American state has the most barbecue restaurants? Which American state has the most barbecue restaurants? So you have, if you really have no idea, you've got a 1 in 50 chance of getting this right. I'll give you a clue. It's not Alaska. So you're 1 in 49 chance now. Take that one. Enjoy it. Enjoy that little clue, yeah? Which American state has the most barbecue restaurants? Question the 5. This is the final question of the entire quiz. Let's celebrate it. Which appropriately named Motown singer has barbecue wings on his rider for himself and all his staff? Okay, so this is a tricky one. This might be the trickiest question of all. But if you get it, you're going to be so pleased with yourself, and I'm going to be so pleased with you as well. Which appropriately named Motown singer? So it's a Motown singer with a name that is appropriate when discussing barbecue. Okay? That's what we're dealing with here. And it's the extra trivia. He has barbecue wings on his rider for himself and all his staff. Whenever he performs a gig, a concert, say, hey, give me some barbecue wings. I need some barbecue wings. My entourage need barbecue wings. The roadies need barbecue wings. Barbecue wings for all. Seems like a great boss. And then the final musing is, again, a bad one if you are hungry. What's your perfect barbecue plate? What's your perfect barbecue plate? Go there. TB Douglas wants barbecue wings already. Absolutely. Me too. Just... I don't know what I have for dinner, actually. Chips or something, but I want barbecue. Maybe I'll just have barbecue. I don't know. We'll see. What is your perfect barbecue plate? Take me through it. Step by step and blow by blow. Okay, so before we get to the little thing that says that the questions are over, are there any questions from any round that people are keen to see again? Want a little bit of clarification on? Or are we ready to just dive into those answers? 6:50. I mean, I think that's a little bit earlier than most weeks, but it's still not ideal. We just have a great chat, don't we, guys? We just have a great chat, and that just takes time. You've got to put aside that time for chat. I think everyone's fine. I think you would have kicked off already if you wanted another question. No?
I asked you some questions, but now the question part is done. Now let's hear some answers and find out who has won, which is everybody.
There we go. And what was on the background of that jingle there? It was an egg. You want an egg fact? I'll give you an egg fact. Cage-free eggs may come from hens that live in cages. That doesn't make sense, does it? Cage-free legally only means hens that are required to have a minimum of 120 square inches per bird, which is not that many. So be careful when you're buying your eggs because the language can be misleading. You want to get the eggs with the most vividly, deeply coloured yolks. Another interesting fact, because that colour within the yolk of the egg comes from those chickens eating free-range food like insects and grasses, okay? Not just grain. Obviously, you don't know how vivid the yolks are without opening the egg, so it's difficult in the supermarket. So my technique is just to buy the most expensive eggs that the shop sells, okay? Because if you just buy the most expensive, you know that those chickens are just living in opulence, yeah? Burgers every night, their own monogrammed sweatsuits, okay? Just be careful with it. You girls there killed mushroom musings. We're already getting there. We're already getting there. You guys are ahead of the game, and I flip and love it. Let's go for a fade. Let's go for a fade. Wonderful. Yay or nay? The musing was, in an ideal world, if you took hallucinogenic mushrooms, what would you experience? Get those in the comments. Get those in the comments. Statement 1, famous mushrooms in Animal Crossing cost 10,000 bells. Is that a yay or is that a nay? Obviously, it's a nay. Yeah? Like elegant mushrooms at 10,000 bells. Famous mushrooms, we're looking at 16,000. Yeah? 16,000 bells for a famous mushroom. Number 2, in Knocked Up, Ben and Pete take hallucinogenic mushrooms in Las Vegas whilst watching magicians Penn and Teller. False! That is a nay. They were watching Cirque du Soleil. Get 1 point for all of these, just in case people are, watching this for the first time. Anyone on YouTube? No one on YouTube. No one on YouTube. Never is. Question 3. The main 3 types of fungus-infected monsters in The Last of Us are nicknamed crawlers, leapers, and screamers. Yay or nay? That's a nay. Of course, you'll know that they are runners. Wait, what are they? Oh, I should have. It just says nay, runners on it. There's runners and there's clickers. Clickers are the scary ones. I've got to look it up now because I want to know. Last of Us infected. What have we got? We've got infection. Yeah, okay. Runners, stalkers, and clickers. That's what we've got. None of that screamers. That was a silly suggestion that I made up. But I'm not apologizing for it. Question 4. In Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, Alice is able to utilize a mushroom to increase her size. Absolutely she is. I thought that might trick you because there's also a potion involved in the book that's like drink me and eat me, and they affect her size as well. But so does one side of the mushroom larger, the other side smaller. So most of the things in Wonderland are, just affect the size of people. And then final one, in the Mario video game series, one of Mario's comrades is a member of the toad species. If you said, no, he's not a member of the toad species, his name is Toad, you're wrong. Because he is a member of the toad species. And his name is Toad. A very unimaginative set of parents there. He is a toad he is called Toad, and he is a toad. Yeah? Same with Yoshi. Interesting fact. But let's get to those musings. What have we got? Mushroom musing, the thrill of a near-death experience. That'd be pretty sick. Yeah. The excitement of maybe dying without dying. I like that a lot. That's wonderful. Killer Kilch, time travel to a time I could lay my bod on a sandy, sunny beach. I mean, I think as long as there's nobody within 6 feet of you, right? You can. I mean, I don't know where you are, but you can find a sandy beach. You can do that. That's within your grasp. Go out and seize it. Bam Bam Roll, swimming in an alpine lake, and instead of cold, it's just pleasantly refreshing. That's great. That's taking a real life thing and just saying, this would be perfect were it not for this one thing. Take it away. We're living in a fantasy world of hallucinogenic mushrooms here. That's fantastic. Bam Bam Roll, I enjoy that a lot. And a lovely emoji. Zachalicious, everything made of t-shirts. Yeah, that's real nice. Everything's made of t-shirts. And there's people that are made of t-shirts, and it's like, what are they wearing? Are they wearing people? No, they're wearing extra t-shirts. It's just t-shirts on t-shirts on t-shirts on t-shirts. Like living in Abercrombie or something. Wonderful. Pepsi mushrooms. I'd be stuck on the fact that the mushrooms are not directly related to rooms or mushing. Rat King, and also, yeah, there is a Rat King. Yeah, well done, Pepsi. I believe that is in the second one, which I have not played. I refused to play because it was too scary, the first one. But and I don't have a requisite machine to play it. But thank you for clarifying that. TB Douglas, walking on the moon, having a wander around on my own, looking back at the Earth, just having a wander around on your own. Just no particular location that you're heading to. Just having a little wander. And somebody comes up to you and says, "Can I help you find something?" And you say, "I'm just having a wander, thanks." And you look back at the Earth, and it'd be tiny, wouldn't it? It'd be tiny. Wonderful. I say points all round for them. Points all round for those musings. They're a lot of fun. Thank you, guys. Let's get for that second round. Oh, this is going to be good. But I am getting a bit sweaty, so I'm going to take this off. Bear with me. Bear with me. It lasted a long time, but by Christ, it is warm now. It is warm. It's the light. It's always the light, isn't it? Moonwalk, yeah. Moonwalking. That's where it comes from. That's good. That's good. I wonder if you have to walk backwards on the moon. Number one for the musing. Yes, the musing. If you had to be frozen at any age, what age would you be frozen at? Or which age would you like to relive? Or which age would you like to go back to? Okay? Get those in the comms. Short for comments. Which it isn't actually. It's a chat, so never mind. Number one. I'm just going to do the answer pictures here. Otherwise, it's going to look really bad. Number one was, of course... And if you're saying this is difficult, I appreciate that you may think it's difficult. But I'm confident... with all of these, you're going to kick yourself. If you haven't got these, you're going to kick yourself. Number one is, of course, Bjork. That is, if nothing else, a very Scandinavian haircut, I think. Very Scandinavian haircut. And also, look at her over that side. Doesn't she look lovely? I thought Bjork looks a bit weird, but I think she looks lovely there. Well done you, Bjork. She's found the happiness that eluded her so often when she was tangling with reporters. Wonderful. Number one, Bjork. Number two, Hugh Grant. There he is. And they very cleverly, and I've stolen all of these from a website called boredpanda.com, and I apologize for nothing. They've got the same kind of expression and direction of gaze for that, which I think is very good. Hugh Grant there. Hugh Grant. Number three, with the funny noise from the photographer, was, of course, Georgie Clunes. Georgie Clunes. A handsome chap now, not so handsome then. So giving hope to unattractive 8-year-olds everywhere. Your time may come. Yeah? Your time may come. Number four, Whoopi. It's Whoopi Goldberg. Looking very proud of herself there. More proud in the first one than the second one, really. And in the second one, she's got an EGOT. So, more reasons to be proud, arguably. Well done, Whoopi. And the final one... Who's the final one? Oh, this one's a big change. Amy Winehouse. Amy Winehouse there. Still lots of hair, but just in a slightly different configuration. There we go. Let's get to this musing. Frozen at any age. What age would you be frozen at? 24. Killer Kilch, where's your fan? The fan is right here. The fan is right here, but if I put it on... Do you know what I mean? That's just distracting. Maybe I'll have a blast. Oh, mother. That'll do. That'll do. Peppersaw, 24. Sarah Kilch, 24. Nice. Zachalicious was very pretty near 19. Well done you. Well done you. That's fantastic. Killer Kilch, 2001, when your style was on point. That's good. When you find that your particular style and the fashions of the time kind of dovetail together. You think, oh, this is wonderful. I'm very fashionable. This is wonderful. And then everyone else moves on to something else, and you think, I think that looks bad. And then you're just kind of left behind. Left behind in 2001. I got more emotional there than I thought I was going to. TB Douglas, 32, old enough to have figured S out, but still sexy. Gosh. Wow, TB Douglas. Fantastic. Absolutely. Absolutely. Bam Bam Roll, 4 years ago. Just going back a lot of people not going all the way back. A lot of people not going all the way back. Pre-pregnancy. Again, there's a recurring theme here, Bam Bam Roll, with the kids. Oh, after they were born, but before they could move on their own. Wow, okay. Looking for those marionette children. I respect that. I respect that. Put it on your feet, the thing. I'm not sure. It's not the... I'll be honest with you, Sarah Kilch. It's not my feet that I'm carrying my heat. Although it does rhyme. Nice. This is a really... Yeah, not a lot of people going all the way back to childhood, which is interesting. I think I would go quite far back. I remember when I was like 5 or 6, and I remember pretty much all I would do is stay in my room and watch TV, or my parents would just tell me all the time to go to my room and watch TV. And that was, you know, just a wonderful, wonderful freeing time, just learning about the world, just all this TV, morning, noon and night. You know, it doesn't sound like a lot, but it really made me happy. Really made me happy. Nice. Thank you for those musings. Points all round. Look close. What have we got for look close? The musing was Leo is the lion sign. What is your favourite thing about the lion? Or what is your favourite lion-related thing? Get them in the chat. As we go for question 1. What does Notme refer to people born under the Leo constellation as? He of course refers to them as leotards. Which is just a reference to the lycra bodysuit, okay? And nothing else. Question 2 was, Notme mentions the 16th century musket. Where is it from? The home of 16th century muskets, or the home of muskets in the 16th century, might I say. Hungary. Of course it was Hungary. I can think of any other country that had muskets in the 16th century. Q3, Notme mentions a girl that somebody flirts with. Somebody. Where does she work? She, of course, works at McDonald's. And yes, I live next door to a McDonald's, but that is merely coincidence. She is lovely, though. Question 4. What does Notme recommend doing with your extra online purchase? You buy something. Clerical error on their part. They sent you 2 of that thing. You have that one. Well, I wanted this straight away. I've got another one. What am I going to do with this? Wait until that first one breaks or wears out or runs out? No, of course not. You re-gift. Always re-gift it. Okay? Point for that. You don't need the always re-gift it. FYI, just re-gift. Re-gifting. Re-gift. You get the vibe. What is Leo's lucky number this month? What is it? What is Leo's lucky number? It is, of course, 84. 2 fat ladies. -4. In bingo calling. It's a UK thing. Do they have it in America? I'm not sure. Oh. There we go. Leo is a lion sign. What is your favourite thing about a lion? I'm interested in seeing this. Lion chocolate bar. That's a great shout, Killer Kilch. That's wonderful. Are they UK exclusive? Or is there lion bars in the US? What is a lion bar? Is it like it's caramel, like crispy things, and then the chocolate? Gosh, I want a lion bar. That's a... thank you for that. Thank you for that gift. That gift of remembrance. You girls are coach. Luxurious locks. It is a wonderful lock. It is a wonderful set of locks on a lion, isn't it? Only the chaps, though. Only the chaps. The ladies, just keeping it buzzed like G.I. Jane. And that's fine, because they're going out and doing all the work. I think my favourite thing about a lion is the laziness of the male lion. Because they've got this rep. They've got this rep on the streets that you don't want to mess with a lion, yeah? But then they don't actually do that much to earn it these days. They're just kind of resting on that rep. And I respect that, you know? I respect that. It's kind of like an old actor who used to do great work and now is just kind of resting on their rep. I kind of feel like Al Pacino is an actorly lion in that sense. Just like, do you remember how good I used to be? Come and see this film. Are you going to be that good again? I said, come and see this film. Mains, again, Pepper Saw. Yep, that's great. That's great. T.B. Douglas, females are the main hunters. Girl power. Girl power. Sure. I'll get on board with that. Girl power. They are the main hunters. Again, doing all the work. But then those dudes come along. They're still in charge, aren't they? They're still in charge. But yeah, that is great. The ladies kind of getting off their bums and doing it. Yawns. That's a great shout, Zachalicious. Can I just highlight that for a second? That's a great shout. Because they do some real terrific yawning. And that's such a specific thing for you to mention. Fantastic. Bam Bam Roll, big oversized paws. They are enormous. And a reminder that, if you get on the wrong side of a lion, they could take your face clean off, single swipe. See you later, buddy. See you later. You're going to get looks on the street for the rest of your life. Because your face is gone. I think UK only. Oh, no, not American, says Pepper Saw. Sorry, Pepper Saw. That's a rough break, dude. Caramel Rice Krispies chocolate, I think. Yeah. Never heard of it. Oh, they're great. Let's try and find a lion bar. Because I think they're really... I just want to look at one now. What a cross section that is. What a cross section. We're going to save that. We're going to put that there. And we're going to add it in here. Image. Give me an image. Oh, it's really crispy and just delicious. Oh, look at that. You've got this, just this kind of crispies around the outside. There's like a central bar that's quite chewy. You've got the caramel in layers and then all just enveloped, just kind of hugged with milk chocolate. Oh, Lion Bar. Woo! That's fantastic. Pepper Saw, I don't appreciate your language, but I love your enthusiasm. That's fantastic. Oh, I want a Lion Bar right now. Right, let's just knock through the rest of this, because it's just... Right, Artiste Spotlight. Hey, Charlie, how you doing, baby? You're doing great. The musing was, what is your Dickensian name? Really excited about these. Really excited about hearing what you come up with these. Get them in the chat as we go for question 1. What is the name of the main character in A Christmas Carol? It is, of course, Ebenezer Scrooge. Hence, you're being a real Scrooge. Something that some people hear when they're not particularly happy about Christmas. Although I think you should only be allowed to be called a Scrooge once it gets to December. If you're annoyed at the prevalence of Christmas prior to December, I kind of think you're within your rights. One man's opinion. Question 2. What outfit does Miss Havisham famously wear in the novel Great Expectations? If a lot of you don't get that, then maybe we'd have to question the word famously there. The answer is, of course, her wedding dress, because she is hung up on it. She cannot move on. Which is, understandable, but, come on, guys. She needed more of a support system around her. Again, one man's opinion. Question 3. The average reader can finish a Dickens novel far quicker today than they could when they were first published. Why? This one's an interesting one, and I'm a little worried, because it is a little bit more open, that there could be people giving answers here that technically are correct, but aren't just what I've written down, and I don't know how we're going to deal with them. But let's see. The answer that I got was because his books were published serially. So you only got a little bit each week. So today you can pick up a Dickens book, yam through that in 1 week, and you're already done. A person in Dickens' time, when they were first published, would have to just wait week by week, right? That makes sense. So that's a really good question. but hopefully not one that can be abused too much. Within 5 years, how old was Charles Dickens when he died? A relatively ripe old age for in the Victorian era. He was 58. 58. So if you got anything from 53 to 63, give yourself a point. Give yourself a point, baby, because you've earned it. You deserve it. Which of these is not the name of a Charles Dickens character? Cornelia Blimber, Charity Pecksniff, Luke Honeythunder, Milburn Pennybags, or Wackford Squeers Jr.? The answer is, of course, Milburn Pennybags, because he's Mr. Monopoly. That is the real name, of Mr. Monopoly. Milburn Pennybags. So, well done to you if you got that one. That's pretty tricky. Artiste Spotlight. What is your Dickensian name? Peppersaw, Timmy Pimple Chewer. I can see that's great. That some kind of urchin. Not a lot of teeth, but a lot of charm, a lot of heart. You think that's disgusting what you're doing there, but I find myself warmed to you. That's fantastic. There's a character right there, right? You don't have to work too hard for it. Jenny Killertush. Jenny Killertush. Kind of vampy, yeah? Kind of vampy. Maybe a little loose, but, you know, in a way that, again, I sense a charm there. It's the heart with a heart of gold. I'm not going to say the word because, you know, there might be children watching, but it's, you know, and I imagine she does have a killer tush. Sarah, feels she right? Feels she right? I'm not really sure what to do with that one, Sarah, but I like it. Feels she right? Feels she right? Feels she right? Is that Belgian? It might be Belgian. Maybe like an exotic traveller from Belgium come to take over a small paper mill or something. Bam Bam Roll. Madam Bottom Wiper. She's a bit large, isn't she? She's a bit large, formidable. She does all the low down jobs, pardon my pun, but she's nobody going to insult her because she'll give him a clap, just give him a real clap round the ear roll, and she'll do that. She'll do that to the King of England, guys. She'll do that to the King of England or the Prince of France. She doesn't care, Madam Bottom Wiper. Wonderful. Zachalicious, Burp and Stink Bottom. Maybe the father of Timmy Pimple Chewer, or surrogate father, because Pimple Chewer's father probably threw him on the streets where he was collected up by Burp and Stink Bottom. Burpin, that's a great name. That's a great first name. The more I say it, the more I like it. You know, Burpin. Burpin. Hi guys, I'm Burpin. Have you met my surrogate son, Timmy Pimple Chewer? See, it's the whole world that we're creating here. T.B. Douglas. Hope Humblesman. Hope Humblesman. Okay. She's young. She's ambitious. She wants to be a politician. She can't be because at the time, you know, those kind of avenues weren't open for the fairer sex. She's trying her best, though. Lots of petitions. I feel like she is getting on the nerves of an older authority figure. She's a real thorn in his side because she just wants change, yeah? She wants her daughter to live in a world where the younger Humblesmen women throughout the generations will be able to take office, etc. That's great. Always with a theme. The story is writing itself. I mean, no, I'm writing these stories, guys. Let's not get that twisted. But those are great. I enjoyed those all a lot. You want to know my one? I wrote this one down. Joseph Artbubble. Joseph Artbubble. He's just kind of his own man. He does his own thing. A little bit of money, but you know, he's still a man of the people. Joseph Artbubble. Final round, guys. Final round. 7:16 already. Okay. The final musing we had was your perfect barbecue plate, because we're talking about barbecue food. What's your favourite perfect barbecue plate? Question 1. What temperature should chicken be cooked to in order to prevent food poisoning? Answer: 165 degrees F, 73 degrees C. So you can have, let's say, anything from 70 to 75 degrees C, you're in. Anything from 163 to 168 degrees F. Yeah, it's pretty stringent. Pretty stringent. But, yeah, something like that. Something like that. You got it or you didn't, guys. There's no shame if you didn't get it. Question 2. Satay sauce most commonly has what main ingredient? Of course, it's peanuts. Diddly-dee-dee-dee. Peanuts. Question 3. Which East Asian country is known for cooking their barbecue on grills built into the dining table themselves? They are the Koreans. They are the Koreans. They've brought the world a whole heck of a lot, including the wonderful actress Park So-dam. But barbecuing food inside the table, that's a pretty good invention as well. Question the 4th. Which American state has the most barbecue restaurants? This is kind of a trick question, and I helped you out by saying it wasn't Alaska, because the most barbecue restaurants, in their entirety, it's probably going to be the biggest. Oh, Alaska? No. Texas. Known for their barbecue, and just ginormous as a state. If you're interested in, has over 2,200 barbecue restaurants in it. Over 2,200. Oklahoma has the most per capita, though, with one restaurant for every 5,000 residents. It's still a big restaurant. Still has to be a big restaurant, but there we go. And the final one. Which appropriately named Motown singer has barbecue wings on his rider for himself and all his staff? If you got this, I wish I could give you an extra point. I can't. But if you got Smokey Robinson, barbecue, Smokey Robinson, then you really earned that point, guys. So well done. Let's get to these barbecue plates. As if I wasn't hungry enough. What have we got? Pepper sauce, ceramic. I mean, I suppose I should just expect that. You're thinking about it in a creative way. You're thinking about how could my answer be different? And that's, ceramic obviously far better than paper. Maybe you're making a good point, and I'm dismissing you too quickly there. Maybe you're making the point that at a barbecue you have to eat from a ceramic plate with a little bit of rigidity, because if you're just having a paper plate, you get enough barbecue sauce and that's turning into napkins. Yeah, it's just going to fall onto the floor. So you've made me think. TB Douglas, pulled pork, barbecue beans, mac and cheese. Getting the mac and cheese in there. That's wonderful. Because then the pork, just a spoonful of all three of those is just going to... That's wonderful. Zachalicious, chopped brisket and chili mac on a sweet roll. First one to bring in bread. That's fantastic. Chopped brisket and chili mac. So that's, again, mac and cheese. Mac and cheese being a popular choice so far. Killer Kilch, ribs, brisket on a potato equals Texan hot mess. Is that the actual name of the thing? The dish? I like that a lot. Texas hot mess. Wonderful. Yeah, that's great. Ribs and brisket on a potato. The first sign of vegetables, I believe. Girl Sarah Kilch, got it. That's really good. I assume you're referring to Smokey Robinson there, and that's for you. That's a 5-second thumbs up. Bam Bam Rolls, all about the sides. Coleslaw, baked beans, collard greens, cornbread. I'd be happy with just a plate of sides. That's interesting. That's really interesting to omit meat entirely from your ideal barbecue plate. Again, much like the people that we were talking about earlier, whose favourite cheese is blue cheese. I don't understand that thinking, but it makes the world more exciting that there are people like you out there. Real weirdos who just say, "Oh no, I'll no. Would you like some meat? No, thank you. I'll go for the greens." God help you. That's wonderful. Brisket, potato salad, collard greens, and cornbread. Some more collard greens, but going with the brisket, potato salad, and cornbread. That's lovely. That's really nice. God, I just want to eat some barbecue food. This is a terrible idea. For me, I'm going to go for 3 hot dogs. 1, sausage, bun, onion, ketchup, mustard. That's 1 done. 2, sausage, bun, avocado, bacon bits. And number 3, I'm going to mix it up and I'm going to alienate some people, but I just don't care. Sausage, bun, lettuce, cottage cheese, gherkin. Yeah. I went there. Me and Pepper Saw, we just think about things slightly differently. And Bam Bam Roll, I suppose, as well. But I just, no meat. Anyway, that's going to be playing on my mind all night, I believe. So that is all of the questions and answers. Give yourself a point for each one that you got right. We're going to take this desktop down a little bit. There we go. Because I think last time I was drowned out somewhat. There we go. There we go. Tot up your scores. Let's get them in the chat. Whilst you tot up your scores, I want to remind you that in this quiz, aside from the yay or nay subject choice, you're only competing against yourself, okay? There's no point threshold to being smart. If you have got all the questions right that you realistically could have been expected to get, you are smart, okay? And I don't want you to be shy about saying that. I don't want you to be shy about saying that. What have we got? Zachalicious, 23. Outstanding work. Outstanding work. Sarah Kilch, 22. TB Douglas, 22. Congratulations. That's super good as well. Bam Bam Roll, 19. I like that a lot. Killer Kilch, 20. Fantastic. Pepper Saw, what you got? We're only waiting on you. Only waiting on you, Pepper Saw. And you're getting a mark for the ceramic plate answer. It made me think. It made me think. God help it. It made me think. 5. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. Do you know what I mean? Like if you get 5, you get 5, and that's fine. If you've learned something, if you've had a good time, right? That's fantastic. That's fantastic. So if we're looking for yay or nay next week, if we're looking for yay or nay, we're looking to Zachalicious. Looking to Zachalicious. Well done, Zachalicious. Well done to you all. Which of course now means that we're just looking for Zachalicious for what is next week's yay or nay round going to be about. You take your time, baby, and you let us know in the chat while we listen to... What is this music? This is Refraction by Approaching Nirvana from the album Resurgence. Yeah, well done, Zachalicious. Absolutely. Great time. I am smart. You're all smart, guys. That's fantastic. That's the joy of this quiz. Everybody's smart. Everybody's smart. Obviously, this week we have the Most Week show coming up on Sunday. It's going to be a great show. 9 a.m. Pacific. Same place that you're watching this, whether you're watching it on Twitch, whether you're watching it on YouTube. Make sure you're tuning in on Sunday if you are able. Be a weakling, you know. Come on board and be a weakling because we have a lot of fun there. We learn a lot. We experience a lot. You get a chance to win and lose there as well. And you don't even have to test your knowledge. What have we got? I'm smart as well. Absolutely. Zachalicious. Zippers. Testing me, huh? Testing me, Zachalicious. Zip, zip. It's done. Next week, we're going to have a round all about zippers, baby. All about zippers. Yay or nay? Yay or nay? Zippers next week? Yay. So there we go. That is... Good gracious. What are we doing here? Thank you so much for joining me, everybody. I hope you all had fun. I hope you learned a little something. I hope you felt creative all at the same time. I do hope to see you on Sunday for the Most Week show, 9 a.m. Pacific. But if not, I'll see you next week. I am not me. I am Art. And I hope you will join me next week for the same time, same place, for another opportunity, yet another opportunity to say to yourself, yes, I am smart. Thanks so much, guys. I'll see you next time. Zippers, he says.
So there we go, and well done you, whatever your score might be. I definitely think that you are smart, though prob's not as smart as me. Your art will be better, trust me on this, should be nothing short of sublime. That's why you learn, and don't stop now, I'll see you right here next time. I am smart.